Hi everyone and welcome to my everyday makeup look. So I'm just sort of going to go through what I sort of wear every day. So if you want to see this look, then keep watching and I'll get straight to the tutorial. The first step that I do with my everyday makeup is just apply moisturiser. You can apply any sort of moisturiser, but I like to use the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Lotion. This is really good for dry skin, and I have particularly dry skin, so I like to use this. Just apply this on my cheeks, on my chin and my nose. Okay, so after I've applied that, I go straight in with my concealer, and I use the Garnier Roll-On Anti-Dark Circles. Just apply that here, and then pat it down and sort of blend it out. And because I get quite a bit of redness, especially like around my nose and on my cheeks, I use the You're Bluffing by Benefit. It's just like a yellow stick. I just apply a bit of that to my fingers, put it around my nose, on my nose, and just on my cheeks. And that just sort of gets rid of any sort of red blotchy patches that I have. Next I apply my tinted moisturiser, and I use the Nivea Visage Young Be Beautiful Tinted Moisturiser in Natural. So I just tend to blob it on my cheeks, my chin, nose and forehead, and I sort of start just blending it with my fingers, and then because this doesn't really even it out much, as you can tell I look a bit patchy. I go in with the e.l.f. powder brush, which is just a flat top brush, and I just buff that right into my skin to make sure it's all even. So after that's sort of all blended out, I then take this is a cream blush by Topshop, and this is in Neon Rose, and it's this insanely bright pink. So I just take a really small amount on my finger, dab, so it looks really silly, dab there, and sort of wipe my fingers off, and then rub that. And then I go ahead and apply a highlight, and this is the Beat the Blues by Me in Moonbeam. Just apply a bit here, and there, and then just sort of dab, sort of rub up. Sort of set all of that and give me just a little bit more coverage. I just use this pressed powder by Natural Collection, and this is in Cool, and it's a little bit too light for me. I should have gone with the slightly darker shade, but I just take a sort of sponge like this, just apply a little teeny bit to it, and just sort of pat that all over my face. So then I will take this blusher, which is Shimmer Waves by the Body Shop, and with the e.l.f. blush brush, which just looks like that, I just take a small amount of this on here, just apply that right over where I applied the cream blush. Blend that out. Okay, so then onto my eye makeup. If I'm sort of going out, I will apply a primer, but as if this is sort of an everyday, I wouldn't, but usually I would put Urban Decay Primer Potion on my lids, but I'm not going to because this is just sort of an everyday look, so I will go with that. Okay, so the colour that I'm going to use all over my lid is this e.l.f. Studio Single Eyeshadow in Buttercream. It's just this really nice sort of champagne-y, creamy, with sort of a slight goldy yellow tinge to it. So I'm going to apply this on my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, which is just from the normal line. Apply some of that on there. Just apply that all up right to the brow. Okay, so next colour I'm using is from the just Marks and Spencer's eyeshadow quad, and this is in Mocha. And you get these 4 colours here, and I'm going to be using this one right here. So taking this blending brush from Model Zone, so I'm going to take a small amount of that, and then just apply that right there in my outer corner and up. This colour is just sort of a sort of shimmery browny gold. I think it looks really, really pretty with the buttercream one. And this is from the Chilli Pepper quad in Bare Browns. And it's just this nice creamy white here. Slight shimmer to it, it's not too shimmery. Just going to apply that right over that buttercream. So next I'm going to take this brown eyeliner. I got this when I went on holiday to Italy, so I don't know sort of what brand it is. It says Judith and then something in Italian, but just any sort of brown eyeliner will do. I'm just going to line my waterline. And then I'm going to take my mascara, which is Sexy Curves by Rimmel London, and this is my favourite mascara ever. I just love it. Just apply a bit of that. I usually curl my lashes, but I don't know where I put my eyelash colour. I think I left it at my dad's house, so I'll have to wait till next weekend to get that. e.l.f. eyebrow kit in medium, and it's got a sort of waxy thing and like a powder. I don't really like the powder, so I just apply a small amount of the wax just to sort of add a little bit more colour and to sort of set the eyebrows. Finally, for lips, I'll take the Revlon Colourburst lipstick in number 35 blush, which is just a really nice pink colour, and I wear this pretty much every day. So that is this look complete. It's quite fresh and pretty, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!